It changes daily. And today I think the advice would be that they should find a real engineer and watch them work and be in the room with them and experience what that's like, because that is the one component that's missing in terms of the understanding of what an engineer does and brings to a session. We're in a magazine culture where people can think that they can learn what they need to out of a magazine. If they get the right pieces, then they can do that, but that's not what engineering is. Engineering is facilitating a process and making what can be a highly technical atmosphere go away because there's creative things happening. Discretion and knowing when to speak. Attention to detail. A good set of ears, because we see it over and over again here. We get lots of visiting artists. We had Elliot Shiner and Al Schmidt last week. We've got George Massenberg here this week. And there are lots of questions about what mic did you use, where did you put it, and all that stuff. And the kids watch these masters work, but they don't understand how it sounds the way that it sounds. So there's a point where you can boil it down to science, and then you really got to listen. So you could, I think with these, what good engineers prove over and over again is that no matter what the tools are, they get quality results. And that's because it's down to understanding that everything that they do is interpreted by an ear. You got to see a real engineer in action, or more than one, because there are different ways of doing this that are sensitive and effective across the board. So I learned in an environment where there were 4 or 5 engineers in a staff engineer era, and in that situation you get to pick and choose. You can take, you know, the facility for equipment from one guy, the diplomacy from another person, the sense of balance from another one, the physical setup of where the room is done.